Hi, hey you guys, it's Taryn here again. As you can see, this is going to be like a chatty video. I'm going to make this my intro video on my dancing, when I started to dance and how I came to do YouTube. And then basically the main reason why I'm doing this video is I'm going to talk about college, to give you guys some college advice, some tips to make it through college, being that I just graduated from college. So, yay! I'm telling you guys, it's all worth it. It's really all worth it for those of you that are about to go to school or that is about to graduate. I'm telling you, it's all worth it. You just have to do whatever you can to stay focused, and you have to try to keep yourself motivated, because that way, you know, nothing will stop you. You'll graduate no matter what. It all counts at the end. It's all worth it at the end. I mean, you know, just think about, like they say, the light at the end of the tunnel. Stay focused, you know, and it all starts and it all ends with you. So just be sure that you keep yourself motivated no matter what. You may have some bumps along the way. You may have some things that may discourage you, certain classes, people, and etc. But hey, don't let that get to you. Don't let them get to you. And you keep focused, and you will be okay. So yeah. All right. If you keep seeing me looking down, it's because I have a list of things here. I want to make sure I don't leave anything out, so that's why I'm doing that, just to let you know. Okay? All right. Getting into the intro. Um, I first started dancing when I was 8 years old. Um, it was when I saw the Janet Jackson video, not video, but her tour that she did, and it was the Velvet Rope tour. And my mom had my grandmother record it for her because we didn't have the HBO channel. So she recorded that for her, and I watched it too. That's how I caught on to Janet Jackson, because of my mother. She would listen to her, and I mean, when I saw that tour, I was like, wow, she is amazing. I mean, there's just something about her, like, that's so captivating. Like, you cannot get your eyes off of her when you watch her. It's just like her essence, her stage presence, something about her, it's just hard to keep your eyes off of her. So she's just amazing. She's amazing. So that's how I just caught on. That tape just really made me start dancing. That's the first time I can remember myself really started dancing. And I would try and do the routines. And back in those days, I'm a 90s kid, 8 years old, when that tour came out. Wait, I was like 8 or 9. I would rewind the tapes over and over again just because I wanted to learn her dance routines, and I would try to mimic her. It was so funny. And it's funny to me thinking about it now, because it's like, here I am, an 8-year-old, looking back. I didn't really realize how serious I was taking dance. Being now that I take it serious, now that I pick it up as a hobby, it's just funny looking back at 8 years old. I didn't realize it. So I just thought it was funny. Um, why do I like it? The reason why I like dancing is because it's um it's a way of expressing myself. For me, to me, it's a way of expressing myself, and I feel really energetic. I feel good when I do it. It's such a good exercise for me, and it's fun to do. Yeah, that's why I like it. Um, when I really started dancing for real, when I really started getting into it, is when I was 14, 13 years old, when Honey came out. Man, when I saw that movie, I was like, man, this is it. I really want to do this. So ever since then, I just started dancing in my room, making up dance routines and watching videos, trying to learn those dance routines. And I would even take hip hop classes every now and then because they were expensive. So yeah. So that's how dancing just pretty much came about. It just became a passion of mine and a hobby, and I just had to do it because it was just enjoyable to me. It was fun for me. It's fun for me. So yeah, how I came about doing YouTube. Um, I really like, as you notice on my if you look at my subscription list, I have a lot of dance channels that I watch. So I'm sort of inspired by them to do a YouTube channel. Not saying that I'm good like them, because clearly they're professionals. They've been dancing way longer than I have. They have way more experience than I have. Like I said, this is just something I do for fun. It's just a hobby of mine. So yeah, I'm just, because of them, inspired to start my own YouTube channel, and I just thought it would be fun to do, because I'm always, I would go to hip hop class, and I would just make up stuff on my own here at home and dance, and watch music video and try to learn something on my own. I just thought it would be fun to just take it up on YouTube as a hobby, because it's like, oh, I'm dancing for the camera a little bit. I just thought that would be fun, entertaining. So that's why I came about doing it on YouTube. And another thing that also pushed me to do a YouTube channel, at first I was a little nervous. I was a little scared, because I'm like, this is YouTube, some people are very nice. So, but I thought about one of my subscribers that I watch, Patricia Bright. I remember one video. She's one of my favorites that I like to watch on YouTube. You'll see most of my subscriptions down below. You'll see her on there. But I remember one video that she had. I think it was from her Snapchat, her Snapchat Q&A. I think it was, and I think somebody asked her about making a YouTube channel. How do you gain attention for your YouTube channel, or something like that? And she said, make sure when you create your YouTube channel, it's something that you are passionate about, that you like, and that way, people will catch on to you. If you are passionate about it, it'll be more convincing and more real for people that watch you. So, that kind of propelled me to do it as well, because I've been wanting to do it. So, yeah, that kind of gave me the confidence, the boost to go ahead and just do it. So, yeah. Okay, now I'm going to get into the college advice. That's it for my intro. Alright, I have a list here. So, if you see me looking down, I'm just trying to make sure I keep up with everything and that I don't leave nothing out. Okay? Alright. Okay, so number 1, acceptance letters. So, if some of you are in college, no, wait. If some of you are in high school, I would make sure that I'm making good grades. You need to be making sure that you are making good grades so that you can attract good schools to you. Okay? And so when you get those acceptance letters, you want to make sure that you read them through, go to the website and check them out. If you like what you see so far, go to the website of course, on the website, I think you can make a campus visit. Either you can do it off the website, or you have to call the school to make a campus visit. Either way, you can do it either way, off the website or off the phone to make a campus visit. That way, when you do that, you're able to narrow your choices down to what school is the best for you. If you see the campus yourself, excuse me. Another thing to be aware of, when you are visiting the campus, you want to pay attention to everything. The dorms, are they what you expected? Or the campus life really exciting? Is it fun? Do they offer a lot of student organization that you can join into to spend some of your free time? Does the cafeteria look nice? You want to make sure that the food is appealing to you. And you want to make sure the classroom sizes as well. You want to take that into consideration. Are you the type of person that likes to be in a big class? Or are you the type of person that likes to be in a small classroom setting? When I was in school, when I was in college, I didn't really want to be in a school that had a big classroom, because I'll be honest, I'll tell you guys, I am hard of hearing in one ear. So I really like to make sure that I was in a school environment that wasn't too much for me. So the school that I went to had small classroom sizes, so that worked out well for me. That was better for me, a better fit for me. So yeah. So just make sure that you know the school that you go to, it really suits you. It's a school that you really like as far as everything goes. All the way across. You want to make sure it's the right school for you. Um, Number three, social life. You want to make sure, like I said, you look into those organizations and you make sure that it's something that you like. Make sure it's something you like to do. I would recommend you having an organization that you do that's for, your major that you went in for. So you can try to make internships and possible job leads. And then you want to have another one that's for, something that you really like to do, whether it may be like a Zumba class or something, or a Zumba club, or a hip hop class, or a drama club where you do some acting, you get involved in the plays. It may be the club where they do outdoorsy stuff like rafting, hiking. You want to take into consideration. You want to make sure that it's something that you particularly like to do. You get involved in that. And that way it'll be easier for you to make friends. You don't come to school feeling homesick and feeling like a loner. It took me a little while to warm up to my school. So that's why I would recommend you, um, right away joining an organization so you can warm up to the school and you don't feel so homesick and lonely. So, yeah, I wish if I could go back, I wish I would have gotten involved soon enough because by the time I wanted to get involved, I didn't necessarily get to do the thing that I wanted. See, I like acting, I like drama, I like going to play. So I did take a couple of acting classes in school that prepared me for auditions. So I would go to an audition and I was I was gonna get it because they were like, when are you available to, come out? And I'm like, well, at the time I auditioned for this play, I was off campus, so I chose to be off campus after 2 years because I just needed to cut back to save money for college debt because it's just that when you have dorms that adds on as well on top of your classes and everything else. So I'm just like, let me cut some of that back and let me just be on campus for 2 years. it just it just worked out for me that way. It was better for me that way. So I was off campus my third year and they were like, that's not gonna work. So that really sucked because I really wanted to be in that play. But still though, I still found other ways to get involved through the fine arts and theater department by doing ushering. So it was cool because I still got to meet people, different people, and I got to see a play for free, and it's like can't beat that. That was pretty cool. So I still got to get involved a little bit in school. It's just I just didn't do it right when I first started school. So I feel like if had I done it sooner, I still would have been able to make more friends at school. I had friends. I had friends at home off campus, but I didn't really have many at school except for my roommate that I had, and she was kind of like a homebody on campus too because she just didn't really care for the campus organizations and stuff. So, but I mean, she was still cool. We were still cool. But really, my friends, as far as hanging out, I did that when I came home. When I was at school, I was just basically focused on school. So yeah, so I would recommend you, to avoid feeling lonely and homesick. Definitely try to find an organization that you can get involved in. And hey, what I realized as I've gotten older, um, through college is that there may be some people that like you and that don't like you. There may be people that gravitate towards you, and there may be people that don't, and that's okay. Not everyone is going to like you. That's okay. So you have to keep that in mind, and you have to have a thick skin at that, so that you can just be like, you can still be a confident person, and in turn that makes you that would really make you that would really help you to be a positive person, to because you need to have that positivity to still keep going in school, to keep focused on your schoolwork. Because if you have a bad attitude all the time and you're not happy and you're feeling sad and stuff, that can get away. Those emotions can get away of your schoolwork. So you definitely want to make sure that you are feeling good. You know, you're around positive surroundings and you're around positive people to make you feel good. You know, if you feel good, then everything else around you will be good. You know, so make sure you are keeping positive and keeping positive people around you. Have a good support system, of friends and family as well. Um, so yeah. Um, as far as your academic life, yeah, like I was kind of saying before, make sure that you are networking for your major. You are getting involved in an organization that's related to your major, so you can get those connections you need for your internship or getting a job. So yeah. Also for your academic life, you want to make sure that you are studying. Study, study, study. That's really important because the tests that you will take in college is solely based off the readings that you do. If you are not reading the material, you are not studying, it's going to really affect your grades. So I encourage you to make sure that you are studying when you should and doing your homework when you should. And then on top of that, you want to make sure that you are turning in your homework on time. If you don't, that's going to affect your grade. I mean, if you are lucky, you may have some of those teachers that may cut you some slack. They may give you 3 days to turn in a homework assignment after it's due, or a day, or a couple of days after. It depends on the teacher if you're lucky. I've had some teachers like that. So, but still though, you don't want to risk it. Make sure you get your homework done on time and turn it in on time. So be sure you do that. Um, Manage your time well. You want to make sure you manage your time well so that you can get everything done at at a time that's best for you and for that time for it to be done. So like, say you have you may have 4 classes. So throughout the course of the week, maybe half of the week, you want to have um, your schedule will be pretty crazy, especially if you have a job as well. I had a job, so scheduling with work with school can be kind of hectic. It can be a lot. So I would say make sure you are. Let me just say it like this: when you put your schedule together, make sure you work your work schedule around your. Make sure your work schedule is flexible around your school stuff, your school schedule. Because that's more important. If it's too overwhelming for your school schedule, that work schedule, that's not the job that you should be taking. You need to make sure that it can revolve, it can work around your school schedule. And if you have a extracurricular activity, I would make sure that it's maybe at least once a week so that you can still, get your time in for your studies and your homework. So I would say do it that way. Just make sure that everything is evenly balanced. Um, if you are a night person, do that stuff at night. If you're a morning person, get all that done in the morning. Um, and I'm staying with classes in your job. When I had my job on campus, it was usually from the morning until like midday, mid-afternoon. So that way I had that time period until late night to get all my homework and my studies done. It really depends on the kind of person you are. If you're a morning person, get that done in the morning. If you're a night person, get that stuff done at night. You want to make sure that your schedule is evenly balanced to what fits you best, really. You know yourself better, really, so you can only answer that question, figure that out for yourself. But I'm just saying, just to make a suggestion, you probably, to make life a little bit easier for you, you might want to just focus on school Monday to Friday, and then leave the weekends open exclusively for, hanging out with friends and catching up on some shows and stuff and doing extracurriculars related to school. So, um, I think that would be the best way to go about doing things. To just make sure you have a well managed schedule for your school. So, yeah. Um, if you have problems with the class, I would recommend you talking to your teacher first. You know, just let them know what's up, and talk to them about it and see how they can help you if there's any way that they can help you. I would recommend you listening to them and taking their advice. Do exactly what they tell you, because if they see you are putting forth an effort that you should be, that may make a difference in your grade. That really may make a difference in your grade. Because if they see that, firsthand, like, wow, she's working really hard. She did everything I told her. And because of that, they may give you a better grade. Even though you may have thought that you would have gotten a worse grade, they gave you a better grade because they see the effort. So, definitely communicate with your teachers after class, before class, or by email. Whichever way you can. Make sure you talk to them and that they know who you are, so they can see your face when they are, making those grades. Um, you also may want to work with a student from class that has a good grade, or that appears to be, exceptional in class. Like, if they are answering all the questions right and they seem to have it together, they have it right, try and talk with them and see if they can help you out. If they can't, then you probably want to go to the tutoring services at your school. I'm pretty sure that they will be able to accommodate you with a tutor there. So you definitely want to go about wherever the tutoring center is located at your school. Go there and get a tutor, and do it as soon as possible. As soon as you know that you will have issues with this class, that you are having issues with that class, be sure you get a tutor as soon as possible, because it's better to deal with that sooner than later. Yeah, so don't wait too late. Um, what you also want to do is keep your appointments with your academic advisor. This is really important, because they're the ones that tell you what classes that you need to take to lead you up to graduation. So if you wait too late to get those classes, you're going to be scrambling to find other classes, and that is stressful. So be sure that you make your academic appointments on time, and you register for the classes when you are told the classes that you should take. So basically, right after you see your advisor, go and register for those classes. In my school, it was different. At your school, it may be different as well. Like, they may do it right there at the appointment for you, put your classes together, have you registered, But in my school, they would tell us, they would have the list and be like, okay, you need this, this, and this for this semester. Okay, go and register for it. You could do it off the we had we were able to do it off my school website, so that's how it was done in my school. We had to do it on our own. So make sure you are on top of your academic advisor appointment, and that you get to them early. Yeah, because those classes, I tell you, they can get booked pretty fast. So make sure you are seeing them on time. I'm sorry, my voice is kind of oh, I'm doing a lot of talking, so I'm sorry, my voice seems kind of raspy and stuff. So you want to make sure for class you are on time. If you are not, your teachers definitely have that. They will let that affect your grade. That will affect your grade if you are late a lot. So be sure you be on time. Be on time for class. Do not procrastinate with your assignments. That will affect your grade as well. Um, there may be teachers that may, if you have a due date, they may give you an extension, but you have to have a good reason to have an extension for that assignment to turn it in late. But some teachers may cut you guys some slack, especially if it's a difficult class. You want to make sure that you get it done when you're supposed to anyway, just in case they don't, you know, give you an extra day or so. Just make sure you get your homework assignment done on the due date. Because most teachers, for the most part anyway, want you to have your assignment done by the due date. So, do that. Last thing, senior writers, beware. Okay, beware. I didn't think I was gonna get senior writers my last year of school, but I did. But hey, I got through it. I pushed through it. What you can do if you do get senior writers is try to find ways to motivate yourself. What I would do is I would take. It's helpful. This goes back to homework. When you are doing homework, when you're studying, you want to make sure that you take an hour break or 2 hour breaks to make sure that you can just unwind and not think about school for a second. You need to take a break. It's really important that you take a break sometime. Like, even if you need to take a power nap, you do that if you need to. So make sure you, you know, you motivate yourself by rewarding yourself, catch yourself a quick break by taking a nap, or um, you may want to exercise to release that stress, or you may want to go talk to your friend off the phone for an hour, or you may want to watch a TV show for an hour or two. Just take a break so that you don't feel so overwhelmed, and reward yourself when you get something done. Okay, this weekend, me and my friends, we're going to go out, or you're going to treat yourself to ice cream or something. Just try to be creative with different ways to motivate yourself. And even if you have to put like a positive post-it note in front of you so you can see it every day, like you can do it or something like that. Do it, because if that's what's going to help you persevere and push forward, do it. So make sure you just keep motivated and don't let yourself get discouraged, and just do whatever you can to push through. And it'll make all the difference, and you will make it through college that way. So yeah, I guess that's about it. That's pretty much it. That's my tips for making it through college. I hope it was beneficial. Um, I will be back with a new video within the next week or after, and I will be dancing to a Janet Jackson song. I'm not going to say what it is, but it will be Janet Jackson. So, yeah. Alright, I'll see you guys soon. Bye-bye.